This feels so good. What a dream bike. You. New bike day has never been so awesome. I've just taken delivery of this absolute beauty, and behind me we've got this huge stair set, which means that we're out giving the new bike a test. I've been so excited to receive this bike, and honestly, once it's arrived, it has not disappointed, because within the shed here is, I would go as far to say, the most insane looking bike that I have ever owned. Let's take a look inside the shed. I'm so excited to share it with you. Just look at how insane this bike looks. The colour is actually mind-blowing, and aside the colour, it's the Haibike LYKE, which is my absolute favourite bike of all time because it does absolutely everything. This is the bike then, and behind me we've got these boxes which has some upgrades from my sponsors, so we're going to get them parts fitted to the bike and then go for a ride. I'm just about to ceramic coat the frame, and I need to use the frame prep. Although the frame is brand new, there is still a few greasy marks from where the chain's been, and this helps clean it up. And we've come into the shade because you can't do it in the direct sunlight. Frame's all prepared, ready for the bike ceramic, which I've got here. So we're going to apply it to this pad, just like that, lovely. And then what you do is you rub that onto your frame. Then you have to grab your clean microfiber cloth, and it's beading up on the frame here, which means that you're ready to just wipe the excess off. There we go, and just like that, the ceramic coat is now going to make it easier to clean my bike in the future. We've made it to Twisted Oaks Bike Park, and to say that I'm stoked would be an understatement. This bike is absolutely unbelievable, and we are going to be giving it its first taste of shred life. So let's head into the woods and hit a trail. Right, let's switch on for the very first time then. There we go, and straight into pink mode, which is turbo. Let's see what it feels like to roll around on. Oh, it's so smooth. This bike feels insane. Right, we're going to drop straight in then, rum trousers. One of my favourite trails here. Let's see what it's like. Oh, it feels nice. It just feels so smooth. You! Oh, oh my God! What a huge off! My new bike! Oh, no! That's a disaster! My front brake lever's gone. No! That wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh my God. What happened?
So, I basically went to pull the front brake to slow down, and it come into the bar. So I went out the top of the berm and front wheel, full speed, that fast one. I'm actually gutted about that. I can't believe it. We're gonna try and fix it because Cara's got her new bike here, which is the same brake, so I'm gonna see if she'll be kind enough to lend me the lever blade. But what I think's happened is I changed the brakes around because they come from Germany, and the pad was rubbing a minute ago, so at the car I just adjusted it, and then when I went to pull for the front brake, where I've been tampering with it, it came into the bar. I went to slow down, pulled it in, nothing happened. Next thing, my front wheel's over the berm, and I'm going one way, bike's going the other, which is such a shame. I'm absolutely fine, but I'm just annoyed that it's a brand new bike, and I've just thrown it at the scenery.
Actually not funny, I'm not laughing because you've crashed, but it's just...
Half an hour later, we're back in action thanks to Cara. I've nicked the front brake lever blade off of her bike and bent her earring trying to get the little pin out. So sorry about that, Cara, but we must vlog and we must continue. It's actually lucky the lever blade snapped and didn't damage the master cylinder because they're quite easy to change. But we're actually going to do that line again, capture some nice shots from the side and hopefully make it around that bottom berm. There we go, I made it down the line and around the berm, which I'm stoked about. No crashes this time. We've actually moved over in the woods now to this feature, which is designed to roll on and off, but you can actually gap the whole thing, which feels kind of weird because you can actually, like the takeoff's just logs and it's not the smoothest thing in the world. And then it leads into a cool little section that snakes through the woods. So let's jump this first and then we'll do the rest of it. That's actually scary because this isn't a ramp. It actually just sends you into a nosedive and it's actually quite far. But like I said a minute ago, the tracks that follow through are really good, and then we're going to leave the woods because it's getting dark and go get the golden sunset. Dropping into the Stokes then, let's get it. We're going to go across the Skinny, which starts this off. There we go. Nicely negotiated. Then we've got to get the speed because that gap is coming up, which is here. Go whap. Nice. Which is here. Go whap. Nice. That line is firing, I'm stoked with that. Bike feels amazing. We've now made our way out to the dirt jumps and it's actually pretty windy out here and we've lost time because I was hoping to get the golden hour to make the shots look epic, but in changing the lever, I mean, someone decided to crash and break their new bike, so we've lost a bit of time, but I'm going to do a run through these, see if we can get steezy on the dirt jumps. Dropping, new bike inbound on the dirts. You. Yeah, it feels good. New lip there as well. Let's give it a suey. Yo. Oh, and a knack. That's the classic line with a bit of dust in the berm. Yo. We've now made it over to the mulch because, I mean, if you've got a new bike, you've got to flip it. That's my rule. So this jump's perfect for it. The wind isn't so perfect for it, but I'm going to go up there and we're going to redeem the crash by landing a backflip. I'm just looking at that flag in the distance and up here I can feel it's such an insane headwind. I wonder if that's going to affect me. I'm going to have to go a bit quicker maybe. Here we go then, let's get it done. Tiny bit quicker. Yo! Yo! Perfect! Perfect! Yo! We're now going to leave Twisteds. The bike has passed the crashing test, it's passed the trail test, passed the backflip test. We've got hill climbing and jibbing to take a look at. Before we send it down the stair set at full speed, I want to actually take the chance to share with you a little bit of information about my new bike. So this is a Haibike LYKE 11 carbon fibre frame. It's powered by the Fazua Ride 60 motor, 60 Nm of torque, and that has a 420 watt-hour internal battery. Suspension wise, we've got 140mm travel, so it is quite short, but I like that because I can really stiffen it up for doing tricks. And then for the more gnarly stuff, we've got 29-inch wheels front and back, so the short suspension is compensated by the fact that we've got the big 29-inch wagon wheels, which are Halo Gravitas. We've got a Halo Super Drive hub on the rear, 120 points of engagement. Super important for the e-bike because it's under more torque and stress, so there's no chance of that hub slipping, and it sounds epic. Yeah, that sounds sick, doesn't it? Finally up front, we've got the Gusset S2 cockpit, S2 stem, that's 40mm reach, a 35mm clamp, and then we've got the new chrome bars, which are a 30mm rise, and we've got the new grips in this awesome colour, the S2 lock-ons, which actually fits the colour scheme of my bike perfectly. We know what bike I'm riding now, so I think that we should go and ride the stair set that's just over there. Here we go then, time to test this out on a stair set. Let's get it. This one's sick because it's got some quite good double options on it. Like this one straight away actually. Phew. Yeah, nice. As much fun as it is blasting downstairs on the e-bike, it's also quite fun going up them, as I realised last year you can actually do wheelies up them, and this would be the most technical one yet because it has a corner.
That That wasn't the one, was it?
That wasn't the one, and it's quite funny because on Instagram, so many people comment when I've done this before, like, oh, it's an e-bike, it's so easy. It's actually not. So if you're one of them, come show me a video of you doing it. Oh.
Whoa. Yo. Yoo.
Yeah, nice. That isn't easy, but I'm stoked with that, especially with the turn. That's the hardest one we've done yet. Let's move to the next spot. Final test for the new bike then, and that is going to be some trials. I've found these 3 blocks which provide the perfect test to see how manoeuvrable the lightweight bike is. Let's see if we can jump up and make it across the 3 of them without crashing. Trials time then. That's quite a big block to get on top of, so I have to use like the power of the e-bike through the pedals. Just like that. Whew. And then, wow, that's quite a long gap. Right, we're up. Oh, made the first gap. Oh, I was too far forward. Yes, we made it across safely. Yo! Yes, we made it across safely. Yo! That was scary. They're quite big gaps that don't have much forgiveness in them, so if you used to case it, I don't want to damage my new bike more than I already have in this video. There we go then, my new bike is epic and I've absolutely loved building this bike up and giving it its first ride, and I can't wait for adventures and trips and videos that are to come, because this thing not only looks awesome but it feels incredible. So let me know in the comments below what you think of my new bike. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video.
I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shoot tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a